Hey guys, Osa here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm actually at work right now at Target. So I saw a video the other day where a black woman, she seemed on the younger end, maybe like late 20s. She was crying because her natural hair wasn't behaving correctly. She had somewhere to go and she really just didn't know what to do. I saw this video on someone that I follow. Her name is, I think it's Textured Talk. I really like her channel. I really like what she stands for and what she talks about. She empowers black naturals to love themselves and to love the hair that they have and to basically get explore yourself and explore your hair, and I appreciate her content. Nonetheless, this young lady was crying and was really up in arms about the fact that she couldn't style her natural hair. And she had 4C hair like us. And I think it's important for 4C naturals to have like realistic expectations as far as what their hair can do and what their hair cannot do. That doesn't mean that you cannot wear straight styles or wigs or wash and goes. You can do all of that. But I think it's important to have realistic expectations of what your hair is going to look like, how you are going to look. And I think too many times, and I'm guilty of this as well, for a long time, especially like in my late 20s, I didn't feel sexy with my natural hair. I didn't feel beautiful with my natural hair. And I come from the generation where we were taught to cover up our natural hair. It's not acceptable for work and all those things. And it's nice to see where the natural hair movement has gone. Though I don't follow a lot of the rules or follow a lot of the restrictiveness of the natural hair community, I still support the women who are in it and are making wonderful content in it. But we have a long way to go. And I think especially with 4C naturals, our hair type is not considered beautiful. Our hair type is not considered, unless it's long, right? Like unless you're like viral because you have 4C hair and your hair is long, right? Then people are in awe of that. Or people are, they tend to question, are you really 4C because your hair is actually long, So it's just a very frustrating process. So when I was watching it, I felt for her because I really feel like she wanted to feel beautiful, and her hair just wasn't cooperating with her. And I think we've all been there before. So I think my advice to her, and I love helping younger people, my advice to her would have just been, when in doubt, especially with 4C hair, two-strand twists are a great way to go. If your hair is rigid and it's hard and you are not having any luck, the best solution is to just, get a spray bottle, spray your hair, use some products to twist your hair, and, you can style it from there. But if first of all, the first mistake was she's running late and she didn't prep her hair. So I think with 4C hair, one of the tips that I try to use often is, if I know I'm going somewhere, style my hair the night before. That way the day of, it's less stressful. I don't have to worry about, did the style come out right? I know exactly what I'm gonna wake up to. And two-strand twists typically are what I would normally do. I actually have two-strand twists underneath this wig right now. So because my life is very hectic and on the go, I wear wigs. And it's not something that I'm ashamed of. It's not something that I'm afraid to tell people. It's the lifestyle that I'm currently choosing. It's the lifestyle that I'm currently, using to just make sure that my quality of life is not centered around styling my natural hair and making sure my hair looks presentable at work. So yeah, so that would have been a tip I would have had for her, is to just style her hair the night before, use two-strand twists. And then, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I think every natural should have 2 or 3 wigs that is like their go-to wigs, just for that very reason. Like, nothing is working out, you're running out of time. You could put your hair under, in 2-strand twist, throw a wig cap on and put your wig on, and you're good to go if you feel comfortable with that. Obviously you can do a wash and go if you feel comfortable with that. There are different options that are out there, as opposed to the way she chose to style her hair that day. And again, there's nothing wrong with how she styled her hair. She's the one that's making the video saying that she was unhappy with it. So I just think, as naturals, we got to be realistic with the things that our hair can actually do. Heat styling is another option that naturals can do. And then finding YouTubers that have your hair type, that you can visit their videos so you can figure out different styles that you can possibly do for yourself, so you're not stranded, so you don't feel alone out here. And there are plenty of 4C vloggers that are on YouTube that they have great channels and they don't get much play, but and some do, but there's a ton who don't get a lot of play, who make great content, and just because their hair texture is not desirable, they don't get the views. So if you know of any 4C content creators, please list them down in the description box so that people have a place that they can come to and look for new channels that they can subscribe to, so that they have an array of women to choose from, or men to choose from, so that they don't feel alone. Our hair, whether we want to admit it or not, creates a lot of anxiety for a lot of people, and unless you've been in this game for a long time and you've you know how to style your hair, you know how to braid, you know how to twist, you're gonna feel overwhelmed. And I think that's where she was. But I don't know this young lady, and I'm not gonna judge her on this one video. All the comments that are saying it's self-hatred and all this kind of stuff, it's not. It's fear, it's anxiety of not feeling and looking like your best, because of the type of hair that you have. So I have tremendous empathy for her, and I hope that she's just in a better place going forward. I hope that she will figure out protective styles that she can do, so that she's not anxiety ridden when it comes to her hair, when it comes to different functions. So that's my hot take on it, and I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that this video touches someone and helps someone. So if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to share my content with someone who may be going through something with their natural hair. And this is just a little bit of words of encouragement for naturals that are struggling. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.